Hello everybody! Yep. This is a test of editing because Mia supplied me with Windows Movie Maker 2.6. So none of the other episodes are probably going to be edited, but this one will be, I hope. If not, then, well, again, our fans know more than we do because there was about 6 or 8 seconds of randomness before this episode started if I didn't get it edited out. So, yeah, video editing. Awesome. Can't wait to actually do it again.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of delayed. Like, am I kind of delayed on what I'm saying?
About 2 seconds. I wish there was a way to fix that, but there's no way to delay the video. Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart. Yet here you are, not in pieces. I love Girahim. Not that your life or death has any consequence.
Honestly, I'm still waiting for a character who is a good guy who's gay.
It's just the girl that matters now. And I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, just listen to me. I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Demon Lord who presides over this land you look down upon, this world you call the surface. You may call me Girahim.
I am wondering, how did he get his makeup?
In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged with my full title, Lord Girahim. But I'm not fussy.
Lord Girahim, you are weird.
I love how Link's just like, okay, I'm just gonna draw my sword because you're clearly evil.
And crazy.
Did you really just draw your sword? Foolish boy.
Actually, he's kind of foolish because he doesn't just kill you off right then and there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already.
Honestly, it would make more sense if he sent his henchmen after you and you killed them and... yeah.
She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of the goddess snatched her away. Do you have any idea how that made me feel inside? Furious, outraged, sick with anger. This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed.
You mean you eat blood? Are you a vampire?
Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take all of my anger out on you.
Honestly, he looks like a vampire from this dance.
Right? Which is why I promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life.
He has one long tongue.
Yep.
It will make any girl go crazy for him.
I don't know why, but I absolutely love, like, doing a voice for Girahim. He's just awesome in my opinion. Shoot! Thought I had him there, but nope. Come on.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. It even takes me a few tries.
Yeah.
And
trick is to not telegraph your actions, and I was very much doing that.
but the thing is, on this game, you kind of had to, in a way.
Telegraph my actions again. Where are you? There you are. You have to, but there's a trick to not telegraphing your actions that you kind of end up learning throughout this battle.
Yeah.
If you
basically,
do
that, you basically have to allow Link to move his sword a bit, figuring out with the motion controls. You can quickly move from one side to the other without,
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having. Like, I'm over here, I bring it around, and the motion controls for some odd reason register as me swinging the other way.
Yep.
Crap! Off of it! Come on.
What would be cool? If we finally had a Legend of Zelda game where Link is a dual wielder.
Could be awesome.
Two Master Swords. Can you imagine? Two Master Swords, one in each hand.
Right? Phase 2. I remember I had so much trouble with this guy the first time.
Oh, I did too.
Ah, crap! I almost broke my shield because I didn't shield bash at the right time.
Oh.
Shield bashed too late. Why? I didn't even swing the Wiimote that way. Ow. What the? Link! Stop swinging in the opposite direction that I tell you to go.
To be honest, I never really used my shield bash during this fight. Even though I love using shield bash, I never used it in this one.
Actually, the first time that I did this, I actually never used my shield bash. And I was like really struggling at one point to do this. I ended up accidentally walking into the Sheikah Stone thing. And I was like, here's how to do to block his like charging attack. I was like, wait, you can do that? And that blocks the charging attack? I did not realize that you could just shield bash and it blocked his charging attack. And the other fun part about this game, potions don't pause battle.
Yeah.
It's actually, I like that feature to be honest. It's a very unique feature. It's not something they've ever done in Zelda games before. Gosh, I'm trouble with shield bash.
Honestly, I do like it because in an actual real life battle, you wouldn't be able to pause at all.
Right. Definitely.
So I like it when games do that.
Whoops.
But
well, that wasn't a bad thing, I suppose.
well,
Shoot!
The only problem I have when games do things real time is when getting the item is so freaking ridiculous, or you have to use the item very quickly.
Right.
Basically, I had. Oh, go ahead.
You
Go ahead.
put more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. The girl's presence has all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Sky Child. Run and play this time. Get in my way again, though, and you're dead. Goodbye, game. I found it so interesting that the essentially final boss was like the first boss of the game. You know?
Yeah.
And he's not technically the final boss, but he's the penultimate boss, you know? The boss before the final boss, if you will. However you want to call it.
I don't really get it. Honestly, if it was like a Pokemon game, then I would understand because he's trying to work on being strong as well, but
Right.
in here, no. He's acting like he's already strong.
Well, I think the idea, and you can kind of feel it as you're doing the game, is that the first time you encounter Girahim, he's very overpowered, almost overpowers you with everything that he does. I can't tell you how many tries it took me to get through this, like 10, 15 tries, just to get through this freaking boss here. The very first time I ever did it, holy crap, Girahim was hard. And he was just overpowering the very first time you did it. And I think the idea is, the first time you face Girahim, he feels really overpowering and, you know, tough. And yep. I do this in my Dragon Wars campaign, actually. First time you fight him, it's overpowered, tough, you can't beat him, you just barely make it through the skin of your teeth kind of encounter.
You mean the Death Knight?
Yep.
Yeah. Hiroki. But it was so hilarious to put him in front to face her because he's a 12-year-old kid.
But the second time that you face Girahim, you face him on a more or less even playing field. You know, you have the Goddess Longsword or Goddess White Sword or whatever it was called, the final form just before the Master Sword. He's, you know, doing it. He's sort of an even battle for you because you've toughened up through everything that you've done. You remember the things that he did in the last encounter, things like that. And so he's been really, really tough the first time, but the second time is an even playing field. And then the third time, he's using all of his power and even utilizing his full power. He just can't stand against you. You know, the third time you're just beating him down left and right without even a thought. And I think that was the idea, was he was supposed to feel overpowering and terrifying and give you that feeling of being so threatening because he's the Demon Lord. And then you see a progression where the second time you face him, you've become so much more powerful at sort of an even playing field. And then the third time you've accumulated so much power that he's just easy. He's beat him down and it's pathetic, and all of a sudden you realize just how much you've really gained through your encounters through the entire thing. So
yeah.
And I do that. I don't quite do that in D&D. I kind of do. The Death Knight, when you guys first encounter her, you fight her. She beats you down. You can't do anything. You fight the undead dragon, and you're throwing your trebuchets at it, and you still can't beat it down. It still escapes you at the last moment, so you can't win. And the first portion of that campaign, the first chapter, is all about you can't win. You're running around through Daimondo just trying to survive. The monsters are every encounter in Daimondo is a deadly encounter. Everything you encounter, just every single one has a possibility of just completely annihilating your party. And it makes you feel, hello, there's no path there. And it makes you feel like you're struggling and you just have to do everything you can just to survive because you're just not strong enough. And you're seeking out the avatar of Ondo and the clerics of Teledin just so that you can get enough power just to push the cult away, just to survive the rest of the night when that sun finally rises in the morning, striking the undead, just burning them all. And that's the first chapter. The third chapter, you're in Mintrode, and you're wandering around, and you're fighting everything on an even playing field. Everything you're fighting, you've learned. Everything is just flat out, I can do this. I can beat these guys down. We're, even on what we can fight here, we're capable of doing this. And you're working with the resistance because there's so many of them, but you're feeling that feeling of we can do this as opposed to we're struggling just to survive. What you guys don't know yet, and I'll spoil it just because, you helped test out and stuff, but what the party doesn't know yet is the 5th chapter, when you guys make your way into the city of Phalor. You're going to have that moment of, look, we can beat these guys down. These guys are easy and they're pathetic. And everything that we've gotten up to this point is just building our strength. You come up against a group of green dragon men fighters, and it's just, you remember them from the 2nd chapter, and it was just impossible to win against these guys. And now you're having to fight 10 of them just to have a remotely difficult encounter, and it makes you feel like you're just so powerful. And that's why I have the feeling, I don't know for sure, but I have the feeling that that's what they were aiming for with Girahim was, first encounter, overpowering. Second encounter, even playing field. Third encounter, you've gained so much in your travels that look at how good you are. Look at how far you have come. And that's what I feel when I play this game, Because the first encounter I remember struggling with Girahim. The second one, I think I died like once on. The third one was just like, okay, really? Is this guy even a threat? So, it really gives you that feel, and I'm hoping that was the feel that I gave you guys when you were in Mintrode, because that's what I wanted. If it wasn't, feel free to let me know so I can fix that, but that was the goal. I purposefully picked monsters that were even level to you as opposed to higher level and things like that. Granted, Leary running out there and getting smacked by 2 crits from an ogre from an Ettin's readied action, that doesn't exactly make you feel like you're, on an even playing field. But when you roll 2 crits in a row and your player doesn't think about the fact that, the Ettin has 2 weapons and readied in action, well...
Yeah, that's the thing about D&D. You just have to generally be careful.
Yeah. So it's the goal that I have hoped to achieve with the campaign up to this point. So that when you guys get through the 5th chapter and you've beaten through Phalor, and then the ultimate ending comes in the campaign, and suddenly everything is flipped on its head. I really hope that at that moment you're feeling strong and powerful, and when you go to that final thing, you just go, we can handle this, because look at what we have become. So, on that note, I think that I'll go ahead and call the episode here. So I hope you've been enjoying. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Subsnurb! Sorry, that's Game Grumps. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like. And check out our Patreon and check out check out Mia's channel. # make more videos.
Hashtag Shireen's a jerk.
Hashtag Shireen is a jerk. Yes, thank you, I am. All of that is a hashtag, by the way. Shireen is a jerk. Yes, thank you, I am. Hashtag all of that. So yeah, I will see everybody next time.
Bye bye.
Keep calm and pony on, every pony.